Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Assorted Sundries. Stay tuned at the end for a Daenerys cameo. Yes. Any hoodles. Today on Assorted Sundries, we talk about what it's like when people ask me what I do for a living. It's always interesting. So, any hoodles, yes. I am rapidly approaching the big 4-0, 40 years of age on this earth, in this particular form. And at this age, being a lady who does not have children, I get asked quite often what I do for a living because, of course, people assume that I am out and about in a job, a J-O-B. So I answer it a few different ways. If I don't know them particularly and it just seems like some sort of small talk, I usually tell them I am a leisure specialist. By and large, that is enough because they just go, oh, okay, and act like they know what that is, or they didn't really care anyway, and we're just, making small talk. And it is not wrong. That is not a lie. I am a leisure specialist. I specialize in leisure. As in, I spend my days doing fun things when I'm not cooking or cleaning or whatever else. I am a professional housewife and not a very good one. My house could be much cleaner. The cooking's okay though. So, sometimes I tell people I'm a professional dog mom. Because when you tell people that you are a stay-at-home wife, because I can't say I'm a stay-at-home mom because I don't have any children that walk on two legs. And if you're just a stay-at-home wife, you get a stink eye. Really? What do you do all day? The leisure specialist. Yes, but actually, I do have a job. There is something I work at 5 days a week, just like people who go to real jobs do. I do this 5 days a week. So I have actually started telling people that I am a YouTuber. Now, in my age brackets, that is something that gets a lot of looks of this. They're like, what do you mean you're a YouTuber? I'm like, well, I make videos on YouTube. And most of them know what YouTube is because their kids are big watchers of YouTube, or they, of course, have seen things on YouTube. But my specific generation is apparently much less into the YouTube than people younger than us. I am in a really weird generation, you guys, because my generation in our youth, we didn't have any of the things that we have today. Like there was no internet. The personal computer was an Apple IIe and it was so expensive. No. There were no cell phones. There weren't even CDs when I was young. We had Sony Walkmans, which was the cassette tape. Some of you have no idea what that is. When I was really small, I had a record player. So that is what we grew up with. 3 channels on television. There wasn't even MTV yet. There wasn't cable. It was different. And today we have cell phones. We have internet. We have everything is digital media. You can get anything you could possibly want through a computer screen or a tablet screen or a phone screen. It is amazing technology. I am one of those people that completely embraced technology because it's all magic and awesomeness. But some other people in my generation have not. My brother, Dwayne, he is much less embracing of technology, although once he did get his iPhone, things changed and he does love YouTube. So there is that. But for the longest time, they didn't even have a computer. They didn't have internet. they didn't care. And then my mom gave them iPhones and everything changed. But we approach technology a little bit differently in my generation, I guess is what I'm saying. Some of us have completely embraced it, and some of us are still kind of like, I don't know how everything works. I can do what I need to do, but I don't know what any of the rest of it is, kind of deal. So it's interesting. But yeah, that's one of the things that I find kind of funny is that some people, I tell them I do videos on YouTube and they're like, oh my God, what do you do? Do you do Let's Plays? Do you do, what do you do? And other people are just like, huh, like, I don't know what that is and why you would do that. So if I am at a place where I don't know most of the people, that always makes for a weird, interesting conversation. I'm like, well, I do hairstyle videos. That's what I usually say because that is how my channel started. I'm like, I show people how other people with long hair, how to fix their hair in different and interesting ways. I try and recreate hairstyles or make up my own or whatever. And then of course, now I have 4 other days of the week to fill, and we fill them with other things. I'm like, and I do some vlogs and sometimes I craft and, I make videos on YouTube. And they're like, oh, that's nice, which you can tell that they clearly think it's a waste of time. But it is not a waste of time. It is fun. It's a hobby. It gives me a purpose in life. And I really enjoy it for the most part. Sometimes I feel like I have no new ideas, or the creative well has gone dry. And then other times I have a great idea, but now I write things down. For example, you were supposed to get this video last week when we had Sunshine Day. That's what this video is supposed to be. I had a great idea and I completely forgot by the time I went to record the video. So we just went with the next best thing, which was not awesome, but hey, at least we got to see sunshine, right? Yeah, so that's what it is. Weird. Basically, when people ask me what I do for a living, they don't realize that you can make a living at this. Granted, I'm not really making a living at this. I couldn't afford to rent an apartment for 1 month on what I make on YouTube in a year, but it's still what I do. It's still my job, kind of. It's a job hobby. People always tell you, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, kind of thing. And this is work, but I still love it and it's still fun. So I guess this is my job. Although I make more money being a drummer in my husband's country band. I still say my husband's band. I'm in the band. I'm the drummer. I am a full-fledged band member. So yeah. Now I tell people, I'm like, I'm a drummer in an Americana band. I am a hair guru on YouTube. I am a stay-at-home dog mom. And I am a professional leisure specialist. I specialize in leisure activities. But yeah, I have many things. So any hoodles, that was our Assorted Sundries today. It's weird telling people that I make videos on YouTube. I don't know how to phrase it. Maybe you have a better way to phrase it, like what I do. That if you've got one, I'm willing. My brain can't think of anything good. So next week is our week off. I know technically we had a week off with Smurfy. So this week should have been my week off, but I'm going to go ahead and take next week off because it's just the way things are. And then we'll be back the week after that with 3 weeks in a row of awesomeness. During that 3 weeks, I will be turning 40. 40, folks. 40. Just so you know, that makes me like a quadragenarian or some such. I don't know. Anyways, that should be fun. Bring it on. I'm ready. All right. So I won't see you next week, but I will see you the week after. So I hope next week is great for everybody. And Yeah, awesome sauce. Okay, I love you guys. Have a great weekend and next week. Ha! Bye. Welcome to Assorted Sundries. You say hi, baby. Oh, Daenerys. Daenerys Joy Stormborn, sister of Murphy, tormentor of Castiel, breaker of hearts. Say hi. What's that? What's that? Say hi. I love you. Danny says hello. Say hello, Danny. Who's that? Look. What's it? She will not look at the camera. Will you? You will not look at the camera. Who is on the screen? Is that the baby?